toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC rival, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering, attention, pop up, the connection to your peer has been lost, end game. Entering Dynasty Hub screen action, tops, play season game is selected. Entering, searching pop-up, searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent. Selected. Ready, team settings. Entering team. 2. Alan. Clear shoot. Custom defensive play. Hold. 3. Custom 34 new select. Ready. Notification, await, ready. Await game notification, tick, set which notifications you receive and when you'll see them in social settings.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
AHP stretch, bounds outside, AHP off tackle.
give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the
Entering
23.
play call outside.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach verticals H option.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sideline into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Concept. Kick verticals. There are 13 categories. You have 25 options. For verticals is selected.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Coming out aggressively. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Cornerback coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. If they
turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
There are 6 categories.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Entering play call.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Tight. There are 4 categories. Cover. Odd.
Offense threatening. First and 10 from the 31.
Division. Audible.
Back to throw. It's Mateer. Finds his man. It's Ott. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play.
Into the house. Touchdown, Sooners.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Hubbard slide.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that late and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Buys a little time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Suggestions.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. They see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Coach suggestions.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Concept. There are 6. Cover 3 sky.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Give cushion.
Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
There are 6 subcategories.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Gets it past the marker. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Back to pass. It's Mateer. Finds his tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
You have 7 options. Nickel, it's free. 2 invert hard flat.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll run it on the toss. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
There are 6 categories.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ott. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch. good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
There are 6 categories.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
AHD stretch. AHD stretch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and then down to the 24.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking to throw at Stockton. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Young. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
45.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Hot routes.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Tries to surge ahead on a sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Downs outside zone, AHD off tackle.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Stockton. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
Wycox mesh. Drive, double move, chick Coco X dig. Mesh. Reload mesh, spot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There are 6 categories.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options. Formation, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 4 quarters. Pass.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Audible. Audible.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Shotgun. Concept. Keep verticals. There are 13 categories. You have 25 options. For verticals is selected.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field. But again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the give off the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Verticals, there are 13 categories. You have 25 options. For verticals is selected.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback.
Formation, special, free key. You have 3 options. Prevent is selected.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
You have 3 options. Prevent is
Time
selected.
dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Entering play call, college. There are 2 categories. You have 2 options. Onside kick is selected. Normal.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, and they get him on the ground at the 20.
There are 6 categories. There are 2 subcategories. Options set to 6 to 6 plays. You have 10 options. Goal line defense is selected. 5. Nickel. 3. Nickel blitz 3.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
There are 6 categories.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You have 12 options.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the option. He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Empty and angle while wheel is
those
selected.
screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Formation. There are 6 coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Nickel blitz 3. 2 invert yard flat.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Give cushion. Audible.
Looking for space. It's Ott. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
There are 6
to be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Burke. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He's the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got the first down. Looking for more. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 13 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
From a concept, HD stretch.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
There are 8 categories.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Hot routes.
To the ground. He's got it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Entering play call.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth.
Screen pass, AHD slip screen, bubble screen, empty, RPO alert, Florida, WR, Florida South, fixed screen go. Fixed screen wheel.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
To the air, it's Stockton. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Formation.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Outside zone,
and what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Belt. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Formation.
And David, on 3rd inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Entering play call.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on. And it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So the 16-play drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff saves through the back of the end zone.
There are 2 subcategories. Option is set to 6 to 6 plays. You have 10 options. Goal line defense is selected.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Coach suggestions.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Barnes. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Tight. Cover one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Give cushion.
Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here comes the heat. Able to haul in the pass along the sidelines, but couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Cover 3 Sky.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Got it behind. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Girls is selected.
To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
29 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Sluggo.
He wants to change this route.
Max protect.
Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
Entering
line.
play call. Slide. There are two categories. You have a
This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
Keep cast. Vertical. T. I'll go. 4 vertical. T attack. 4 verticals.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. Got his man downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Bounce outside zone.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a
zone.
massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job
Pass
by the quarterback
protection.
getting through his progression.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play call.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast. Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
42 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Entering
just not
play
enough
call.
of that today.
Coach suggestions.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Verticals H option is selected.
Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6.
691 Gators.
Max protect.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the
Entering
1st down
play
marker.
call.
He's a yard short.
Concept.
And I think this offense has all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. And the Dogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Coach suggestions.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they...
He hurls one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Entering play call.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
You have 2 options. Onside.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Formation. There are 6. Cover 6. 3 to tight. There are cover 1 hole.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. We sensed a great...
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub's top recruiting is selected. Entering yes. Entering enhanced news viewer screen. Entering home screen Dynasty is